not only as a scientist, but also as someone who has been a mentor, an advocate, and a real life problem solver and quick problem solver. I'm always approached by professionals and leaders who in the background are suffering from all sorts of professional and personal challenges. This includes life challenges, work challenges, and health challenges, frankly. And more we see that. And if you don't believe me, during the pandemic and after the pandemic, I have been overwhelmed by all the people from all over the world contacting me via my social media channels as I was openly speaking about everything regarding the vaccines and the COVID-19 education and prevention methods that I use personally, as well as my advocacy for 1.5 years about the protein-based vaccines, right? And that led to my speech at the FDA Vaccine Advisory Committee, and then also the approval of the protein-based vaccine Novavax, right? And that was necessary and urgent for millions of Americans and people all over the world who had rare genetic disorders and conditions, allergies. They were totally not able to receive and also not willing to receive the mRNA vaccines. So that's that. All of these topics that I've been approached for are oftentimes these really commonly, now pretty much everyone has it, symptoms of stress, fatigue, sleep issues, anxiety, depression, panic attack, gut issues, brain fog, sensory overload, particularly for people with neurohypersensitivity like myself. And you find much more about that on my website, draygenshahin.com. But these are the common symptoms that people are experiencing, including myself, for the last 3 years, who are really being misdiagnosed and bombarded with medications by the straightforward thinking medical system. For me, I had to find solutions for myself immediately, urgently, so that, as you can see, I would be able to survive all of these challenges, health related, on the background that affected my entire life for the last 3 years. From overexhaustion to all of the things that surrounds oneself, and leading to an escalation of stress and all the other issues that are connected to each other in the human body. And now, because of these protocols that I've been using, because of I had to find a solution for myself immediately to overcome the challenges, otherwise I would have been bombarded with not only misdiagnosis, but also with treatments that not only that I couldn't take them as a neurohypersensitive person, but also wouldn't even make any sense to take it because the problem wasn't even clear. It's just a guess. And so giving all of that for the last 3 years, that led me to developing my own protocols that I researched and identified and put it all together and applied to myself. And that's how I'm staying alive in front of you, so much more healthier than I thought I would ever be after having all of these challenges. Now, since the protocol worked for me without medication, all of the issues that I've mentioned to you, I literally cracked the code. And believe it or not, it was not only the combination of mental, physical, and emotional health, it was all of them combined, the strategy, the methods that I've been using, even though it sounds so simple and was at that moment not that simple, although it sounds so simple, but to overcome oneself to even do these steps in a very structured way, in a disciplined way, that led to so many resolution of all these issues, mental, physical, and emotional health-wise. And now I have actually used this method for 2 individuals, elderlies, above 70 years old, who had all sorts of symptoms. One individual with lack of energy and drained, that person got the energy back within 48 hours. And the other elderly had other issues like anxiety-driven excessive thoughts, issues with the bladder, and also some gut and intestine issues. and brain fog and migraine, and they were all went away within 24 hours. This is not, I'm promising miracles or anything like that. It's just basic science that relates to total health. And for me, being able to crack the code, which also the medical system is not using, it can be solved literally with no medication. And a strategy that is personalized, that is based on your life, your body, your mind, your mental, physical, and emotional structure that has to be included inside of it. And then the scientific methods that needs to be applied mentally, physically, emotionally. And now, if you feel like, oh my God, I need this, then I would like to offer you that I have opened only two slots. I call the one-on-one power hour, that you and I sit together just for 1 hour and you tell me what issues you have and we go over them, and I give you a structured strategy that you can start applying right away. And if you're interested then further, we can work on that later with my protocol, which is a 4-week program. Again, we don't need 3 months. We don't need these 6 months, 1 year protocols. They're just literally fast acting if you know what you're doing and if you know what you're talking about, okay? And so 1 hour, we sit together, you tell me your issue, and we put together a strategy you can apply right away. If you want to continue, we can see, I can check with you later on if you're following, or if you really do the things which I'm telling you to do, then we can go further on with that. But again, you don't need to, because many people need just someone to, one, understand their problem, and number two, to give the guidance that makes sense and is based on not fluffy stuff over here, but actually grounded in science and make sense. And so I have only 2 slots open, only 2 slots this week by the end of the week. So get in before they fill, and you can apply right away. The link is below. It's on my website, draygenshahin.com. You can just hop in there and we can set this week to sit together and strategize. I hope I can help you. I really, really do hope that, because again, I mean, I don't even know what else to say. I saved my own life, like literally I saved my own life, which the micro specialists at renowned hospitals, renowned universities couldn't. And I'm here alive today, having solved the issues myself, with science, with brain. Okay, I hope to see you there. I hope I can work with you. And if you have any questions, let me know in the comments. Thank you.